Hi guys, welcome to another video. I'm filming this one from my phone because I've had some trouble with my computer. I don't know if maybe it's YouTube. It takes like forever. It takes a whole night for me to upload a video if it's like for a half an hour video. And I'm not sure what the problem is because it's not the Wi-Fi. It's so I'll just use my phone. I just thought I would share with you. I'm really excited. I'm going to London on Saturday and I'm only staying for 3 nights. And I'm going to meet a few people from the book club that I've been a member of for several years, and we've never met in person. So I'm going to meet 2 of those women. Super excited about that. And then I'm going to do lots of perfume sniffing. If any of you are from London or in London over the weekend, I'll be there like Saturday the 29th, July the 1st. Sunday the 30th and July 1st. And if you guys wanted to get together for some perfume sniffing and maybe have a coffee or something, that would be great fun. I'm all for these kind of special meetings with strangers, and especially if you have an interest in common, then you don't really need anything else in common. It just makes it so easy and so much fun. It would be great to meet. One of you guys might be from there, I don't know, or from a nearby town and could come into town. Anyway, so that'll be fun. And then I'm also now, I'm going to book one day to go up north to this shop, Fragrance and Art in Sweden, that has a great selection of perfumes as well. So I have some good perfume vacation to look forward to. But today I thought I would just take you into my perfume cupboard. This is how I keep my perfumes. I'll show you. It's not like any beautiful setup, but at least I keep them in the dark. See, there are my bottles. And here are my decants. So that's about what I have. That's about how much I have. And I just want to tell you, I said that I would film from the meetup, which I forgot to do. I could have done it. I mean, there were these like 3 kind of younger women there that all have like TikTok accounts about fragrance, and they would have thought it was great fun just to, make some content and put it out, but I didn't. So I'll just tell you what I picked up and what I got rid of during this meetup, because we usually do some swapping. I sold 400 from Xerjoff, which comes in a bottle just like this, only blue glass, from the Join the Club collection. And the reason I sold it was I just kind of never reached for it. It had a bitter note. I think bitter orange. It may be in combination with nutmeg that I can't quite do, or I didn't love it. That's why I kind of reminded me of like a bitter, like a Campari or some kind of liquor like that I'm not super fond of. Kind of like orange peel, but kind of a bitter kind. I didn't love it. So that one I let go. And also my Honor Woman from Amouage, which I really do actually like, but I don't reach for it that much. I use it for layering a lot. And I just thought, I got it for a good price. I sold it for about the same price. It's just better that I, get more, that I keep. I want to keep this collection about this size, and I'm around 57 full bottles, but then I don't count things like this. By the way, this is Papier Carbone from Ormaie, which is a completely natural house. I really love this house, but I don't count those. I don't count these. I think this is a 15 milliliter Amber 114, or all the travel size, and not even like these from Parfum Aroma. I don't count them either. So if I count all those, I have a lot more. So like every day I face a choice of like way over 100 fragrances. So yeah, I've still kind of gone overboard, but I did get rid of those 2. And then I made a swap. I think I swapped, let me see. I did let go of my Ormaie 1812 because I think I find it a little bit too sweet. That one has like cherry, heliotrope. What else is in there? It's kind of like powdery, but it's like it also has rose, and it's like a sugar coated rose. I just found it too sweet, and I can't remember. I think I traded it with this, and this is a really odd perfume. This is an American brand called Imaginary Authors, and this particular fragrance is called The Language of Glaciers. I'm not even sure how to pronounce Glaciers, and then they have like the notes on the bottle, which is quite nice. White pine, lilac, cashmere, juniper, forget-me-not. Forget-me-not's like a fantasy note because they don't have much of a smell. Blue bugle, and virgin snowfall, which I think is like a made-up. But it's a real. I'm going to spray it on just now as we speak, just to kind of give you that first. It dries down to something really nice, a little bit floral and powdery. But on the opening, It's really strange. It's kind of like, I have some notes in my hand, I can see here. What do I get from this? It's almost like it has something, I kind of get like a medicinal smell. I get a little bit of like old water, like that, you know, with flowers that have been in water too long and they start to stink a little bit. Like it's strange. It's kind of like a little bit like garbage, honestly. But once you get past that, or it's earthy. I think I might describe it as earthy. But after like a good long opening, like the dry down, you have to wait like a half hour. After that, it actually turns really nice. And I thought I would try it on. Actually, today's quite hot here. It's like 26 degrees Celsius, which is we've been waiting for this. This might be kind of a fragrance for a day like today, but I don't know. The opening is really weird. I don't know about it, but it was kind of like she only got these little kind of travel size for this. This is half full. This is kind of a bottle I think will kind of go around between us over here in the community because it's kind of it's an odd fragrance. I can't see anyone saying that, oh, this is my favorite. I will never wear this like out to an event. I'll wear it maybe like coming from the beach and just want to put something on to kind of like freshen myself up perhaps. Okay, what else did I get rid of? Let me think here. Did I get anything more? I can't remember. I think I did actually let go of something. Oh, I did actually. Oh, okay, this is what I got rid of. You know, I have my infusioned iris EDP, but I also had the EDT. It's kind of in a frosted bottle, and it has kind of I think I spoke about it quite recently and how it reminds me of my mother's hairspray when she used to get ready for a party. And I couldn't quite shake that association off. So, and it's one of my friend Clara's like favorite fragrances. So she bought it from me as like a backup bottle. So I tried to get her not to because I don't think she needs backup bottles given the size of her collection, but she gets really emotional about stuff like this. So anyway, so if I really need to try it, I can try it at her house, but I'm glad that I have the ability to let go because it just makes it more fun. I don't want to, you know, clear more space now. I think this is a good amount where I'm at right now. And then I got some decants. Let's see where to start. I bought some of these and I think I swapped some of these. One of them that I've been wanting to try a little bit more, you know, give a proper wearing is Minuit Demi from Fragrance du Bois. This is Demi Rawlings' own fragrance. And I really like this fragrance, actually. It's kind of like a gourmand, but it's not like super cakey. Like it's not like a cake. It's not like Lira. It has a little bit more woody notes and a little bit more of, I think there's like tobacco and some liquor in here. It's a slightly boozy. It's slightly spicy. It's nice. It's nice. And I kind of thought, isn't this a little bit like Papier Carbone? So earlier today, I made a comparison between the two. And they're not very much alike at all, actually. They do share some notes in common. They both have bergamot in the top and cardamom. They both have coffee. They both have vetiver. And they both have, what else? I think that's about it. And then this one takes off kind of in an herbal direction. This is like, it has lavender and it has these different herbs. Whereas Demi's fragrance is more like cinnamon, caramel, vanilla. So she's added all these like, or it's not her personally, she has a perfumer that's worked for her, but this is more like, they have, I guess, a few overlapping notes, and this one has taken off in the herbal direction and hers in a more gourmand direction. But this is semi-gourmand too. And it's supposed to kind of smell like the paper from an old library or like opening an old book. And it has that same kind of woody, there's some woodiness in the base here. I think it's like guaiac wood or something. It's really special, this Papier Carbone. If you get a chance to get your nose on it, check it out, because I really, really like that. And they're not very similar. I found that they were actually quite different. Okay, so that one I picked up, and I will definitely use that more. Then I also picked up a kind of a real gourmand, which is called, from a new house that only 2 people have voted on. God, I want to put this phone away so I can actually talk to you guys. There, narrow, that's better. Okay, so this one, these decants are quite beautiful, aren't they? This one is called Candy Darling Candy Says, odd name, by Ricardo Ramos. And he also has a perfumer that he collaborates with is Jorge Lee, who has made like some different fragrances for Nichane. And this house, I don't know, I didn't like the presentation at all because I saw this house when they were at this perfume expo. But their bottles were just all, they were overly designed in all these different colors. They were like the total opposite, like from a like Scandinavian less is more kind of style, which I prefer. I mean, if you think like the Dior Privé line, like how simple and beautiful they are, this was like the total opposite, which didn't catch my attention. It was just too much going on. But I do like this. It's really, really sweet. It's a gourmand. And I'm sure there's some like opoponax or... I'll get back to you on these. This is just consider this kind of a first impression. I've worn it like twice. I like it. Okay, let's see what else I've got. I also got, let's see. I think I talked about that one already. Oh yeah, and then I got also from Mizensir. It's with the first one is a Z, Mizensir, and then first Z and then S. It's Alberto Moria's house, and it's called Bois Iridescent. So it's an iris fragrance, and it's pretty similar of like Trench, except this is woodier. Super, super nice, kind of on the verge of being perfect. So I really recommend it. But if you have smelled a lot of fragrances, you will probably feel that this one doesn't bring much new to the table. But it's like that kind of fragrance you can reach for any day, wear anywhere, any occasion, meet anyone, and no one will find it offensive. It's just really pure beauty, super, super nice. I really love the Mizensir fragrances. I've tried like Poudre d'Or. I've tried the amber fragrance. It's unbelievable. That one's like super, super expensive though. So I probably won't get it. And speaking of ambers, oh yeah, I did do another swap here with a fragrance called, I have all my ambers in this little basket. I mean, my amber decants, and I have, of course, amber bottles. I got too many ambers already. This is from the house called Les Eaux Primordiales. And it's called Amber Superfluide. And it's kind of like it has all these different spices, and I'm going to spray it again just to remember. There's a lot going on in this one. It's not just an amber. There's like more here. Spices, it leans gourmand. I think some gourmand lovers would think maybe it's not gourmand enough, but it's not just your typical amber with like resinous base. It has more in it. I can imagine maybe like caramel or toffee or lots of vanilla, benzoin. It's good. It's good. I'll get back to you on that one. It's pretty heavy, so maybe it's more like for the winter. Let's see what else I got. I had like 5 new decants, and I had some. Oh, I also tried. I found 2 more fragrances from this brand called Hima Jomo that I talked about in my last video. I think that was it. It's like the inspiration comes from the Himalayas, and the other ones didn't excite me that much. And I'll have to say these 2 don't either, really. One of them's called Pashm with an H in there somewhere. And the other one is called Summer. And the summer one is really kind of like a nice sandalwoody, slightly smoky fragrance it's not like super summery, but it's more like summer kind of in a woodsy area, kind of a little bit of a forest vibe to a little piney. This one, Pashm, I know I can't even remember. Let me see. I need to go to my notes here. They didn't excite me super much, these ones. Let's see. Oh, it was actually, what really excited me was that Bertrand Dechafour created this one called Pashm. Pashm would probably be the right pronunciation. Saffron, juniper, cinnamon in the top, white tea, cashmere wood, and orris in the mid, and then sandalwood, ambergris, and ambergris in the base. And it wasn't bad at all. It was like nice. It just boring to me. And summer I like better. I thought that was kind of a nice foresty experience, and I might wear it again. It was created by Delphine Thierry, and she has made 4 seasons from this brand, and they're all called like summer, winter, autumn, and spring, I think. Or this one's actually called Summer in Paro. So it's somewhere I think it's in Bhutan, the country Bhutan, I think. Came out in 2022. So this is kind of a new house. So I think I'll just pass these on. I'm not going to spend my time on them. Let's see what else I wanted. I wanted to tell you about another decant I also got that I wore yesterday. And I've also worn it before. I don't think I've ever had a sample at home, but I've tried it in store many, many times. And it is Orangerie Venise from Armani Privé. And it comes in those clear bottles. I think it's yellow. The juice is yellow. And it was created by Dominique Ropillon, which is like a master perfumer. And it has all these orangey and citrus lemony notes combined with a really unusual note called bushu, or let's see, it has another name too, agathosma. So it's a flowering plant from South Africa. And the oil is distilled from the dry leaves of a plant called, let's see, Barosma betulina. So if any of you are into this botanical stuff, that might tell you something. It didn't tell me much. But I have actually seen this note in some other fragrances. And I remember liking it so much that I kind of went out looking for other fragrances that had this note. And I found this one, Orangerie Venise. It came out in 2019. It's not much spoken about. I hardly ever hear anyone speaking about it. But it is... The longevity is pretty bad. It's like it doesn't last so long on the skin, but that is kind of typical for citrus fragrances, I think. So, I mean, maybe it's kind of what you can expect from a fragrance with this profile. And I like that minty herbalness. I think that gives it an interesting twist. So if I would see that bottle kind of reduced price, or, I mean, they're never marked down, right? The Armani Privés, but if I would see someone like selling their bottle, like a partial, or maybe do a swap, I would definitely be up for that because I think it's really nice. Oh, I'll tell you about the bottle that I got. It's downstairs, so I'm going to bring you downstairs. You can see a little bit of my house, which is not in perfect order right now, although I am in the process of selling. It is a fragrance house from Sweden. It's called 1969, and I think maybe Lucky Scent has this house. I did hear a really bad rumor, though, about the founder of this house that had tried to, this is just a rumor. I have not checked this at all, but the founder of the house was trying to kind of pretend to be for equal right, gay rights, or in Swedish it's called HB, I think in English it's LBTQ, anyway, for people with different sexual orientation and kind of the rights that they have across the world, and was trying to get some points on this, and then really hadn't really done anything for this group at all. And this is what I heard, but I don't know if it's true or not. I have a few fragrances in this little bathroom here, and since I'm into flowers now, I've started putting little flowers in these little tiny. Okay, there I have my old Ivoire de Balmain, which is from the I think it might have been the 60s, maybe the 80s. But this is the fragrance. It's called the house is 1969, and the fragrance is called Capri, which is an Italian island, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or Capri, I think it's Italian. And they have the notes on the bottle, which I think is really nice. And this is inspired from the Mediterranean. It's citruses in the top. It's real freshy, but it also has, let's see, I can even tell you, bitter orange, sweet orange, chamomile, cardamom, pink pepper. I can hardly read this without my glasses, but I can barely. Sichuan pepper, juniper berries, mandarin oil. So very citrusy. This one is actually pretty good longevity for a citrus, or for a citrus fragrance, I think. Grapefruit, galbanum, maybe that's why I like it so much. Jasmine, osmanthus, ylang ylang, orris, ambroxan, angelica seeds, and white musk. So this is a real nice, and what did she get from, oh, now I know what I let go. I gave her koala from Zoologist, but it wasn't full. It was kind of it was more than half full, but it was, I think she's tried to sell this because I think maybe this is worth slightly more. It's just it's not as popular as Zoologist. Zoologist is it has a higher value on the secondhand market for sure. I don't know if you've noticed this too, certain brands, people will buy them even if they haven't smelled them because they're kind of they're really nice presentation. they're interesting. Maybe it's interesting to have it for a while, and then you know that you get your money back because it's kind of like you can swap it again. So I think these things make a lot of sense. This brand like is not quite as well known, but for me, I will wear this more than I will wear, what did I say? Did I say koala? I said wrong. Harvest mouse. Koala I let go of long, long ago. I bought it 2 years ago. I let it go like a year later. Sorry, I said wrong. Harvest mouse was the one. And that fragrance is like a vanilla fragrance with, it might have like wheat and beer, and it has like all these, it's slightly boozy. To me, it has saffron, a little bit, it smells a little bit like Desired from Elixir, if you've smelled that before. I just found myself never reaching for it. I have other things that are kind of in the same ballpark that I kind of prefer. So I just thought it's better for me to rotate my fragrances. I think this was a really good, and I'm wearing today that Bois Iridescent from Mizensir. And now it doesn't hurt to freshen it up a little bit with some citrus. And this is a perfect layering citrus too. Like if I put something on that's too heavy and it gets too hot, then I can just kind of add some of this. It smells a little bit like it smells a lot like the rind of like the zest of citrus fruits. A little bit like something you'd clean the house with, but just a small vibe of that. But it has a really nice dry down. I've worn it a few times. Anyway, I don't know what to check out in London. Please give me advice where to go. Of course, I'm going to Harrods. I'm sure like the London-based perfume houses like Penhaligon's will have maybe their own shops there, and Electimus, and what else is British? I'm trying to think. Maybe I can check out Grossmith, which I will be able, of course, to check out when I go up north, because they have that house too. But please give me your advice, and if anyone would like to meet up, that would be so much fun. I would love to see you. Maybe go have a drink, go have a coffee, just take a walk, have a good chat about perfume, or maybe we can meet up in some niche perfumery and just sniff away. That would be so much fun. Okay, that's all for now, guys.